The United Nations Security Council has been meeting in an emergency session. This after the Libyan government placed troops around Tripoli on high alert. It follows the renegade General Khalifa Haf-tar's ordering of his military forces based in the country's east to march on the capital. This development has heightened international concerns that tensions between rival factions in the country could lead to a military standoff, just as UN-brokered peace talks were set to be held later this month.
The country has been in turmoil since the ouster of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011 that saw at least two rival administrations emerge. One is the internationally recognized government of Prime Minister Fayez al-Sarraj, based in Tripoli to the west, and supported by different armed groups in the country with varying loyalties. The other is under General Haftar, based in the eastern city of Tobruk. This escalation comes just as the United Nations was preparing to hold a national conference starting on April 14th. These latest developments took the UN by surprise, whose Secretary General was in Libya this week to help usher in the peace talks.
When I was coming to Libya, I was surprised with a number of military movements and a number of public statements that, of course, created an enormous concern. I want to make a very strong appeal, an appeal for all military movements to stop, an appeal for containment, calm, de-escalation, both military and political and verbal de-escalation, and the recognition that in the meeting I had today with the President of the Council, we share the recognition that there is no military solution for any problem in the world, and there is not a military solution for the problems in Libya.
The Prime Minister of Tripoli's government of national accord, Fayez al-Sarraj, ordered all military units to be on full combat alert, approving airstrikes against the advancing military convoys from the east. The UN chief earlier tweeting that he was departing Libya with a heavy heart.
He started his day this morning in Tripoli and then went on to Tobruk to meet with the president of the Libyan House of Representatives, Aguila Saleh, and then on to Benghazi, where he met with General Haftar. Just before his departure, the Secretary General said that he was leaving Libya with a deep concern and a heavy heart. Quote, "I still hope it will be possible to avoid a bloody confrontation in and around Tripoli," he added. And he said the UN will remain committed, as he would as Secretary General, to supporting the Libyan people.
The UN says it would remain available to facilitate any political solution that is able to unify Libyans. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.